The Russian Air Force is all set to receive 20 of the latest Su-34 fighters, which has been modernized with several new features based on the operational experiences. Russia had long considered the Indian Air Force as one of the potential buyers of the Su-34, as it provides better strike capability over the Su-30, and can also be equipped with the Indo-Russian air-launched BrahMos supersonic cruise system. India planned to buy 200 Su-34 fighters in 2005, which included 50 fighters for the Indian Navy, but the Indian Air Force rejected the Su-34, as a high percentage of Su-34 capabilities are shared by the Su-30, and India went ahead to build more Su-30, and later modified it as per requirement. The Su-34 are hard to maintain, and they have become increasingly vulnerable to air defense systems. Top experts have said that the Su-34 has a greater payload capacity and combat range when compared to Su-30, and the airframe can easily be optimized for naval missions, but the integration of BrahMos systems on Su-30 and the upcoming 36 Rafale fighter jets have made the Su-34 requirement unnecessary. One more reason not to induct the Russian Su-34 was the lack of after-sales support from Russia, and a higher operating cost than the Rafale fighter jets. Russian officials have said that Russia's preliminary proposal under India's project P-75I is much more favorable as compared to other foreign competitors, as India would be capable of building unlimited number of submarines without Russian support, as Russia will make complete transfer of technology. Russia has also offered to transfer all intellectual property rights of the new submarine prototype, which will allow India to export them to friendly countries. The Russian offer is not a usual licensed production of a submarine, but a proposal to jointly develop the first prototype on the basis of the Amur diesel-electric submarines equipped with their independent propulsion system. The Amur class is one of the latest Russian submarine designs, and one Amur-class Russian submarine has already successfully demonstrated its potential by cruising undetected along a NATO country's coastline. Their main function is to serve as submarine hunters, targeting the larger and louder ballistic submarines. According to a research paper by the Balfour Center for International Affairs, India holds a conventional advantage against China, because China's military deployment is Beijing-centric. India's total available troops near the China border is around 225,000, against an estimated 200,000 Chinese ground forces under the Western Theater Command, but a study have found the Chinese numbers to be misleading, as a significant proportion of the Chinese forces will be unavailable, as they are reserved for deployment at the Russian border. The Chinese Air Force also suffers from a numerical disparity to the Indian Air Force in the border region, as China's 101 fighter jets in the Western Theater also include deployment against the Russian border, but the 122 Indian fighter jets are solely directed at China. The report also said that Chinese pilots are over-reliant on the ground control for making tactical decisions, while the Indian fighter pilots have a level of institutional and operational experience in actual networked air combat operations. The report also said that Russia is already very distressed with the Chinese actions.
Omar dropped it.